Welcome to Shovelware Diggers. Our dig team's currently excavating the Softkey Shareware 2000 Hit Games 2CD collection. You can find a link in the video description containing the entire directory structure of this archive. So this week's kind of special because two of our diggers, Zed Supremus and Michael Madsen, have coincidentally selected many of the same games. So for today, it's going to be all their team digs. For more information on how to join the dig team, simply follow the Patreon link in the video description. Now without further ado, let's get started. Our first dig for today is WINGAMES /action/ATMOIDS. I'm gonna guess some kind of Asteroids clone, just by the name of it, ATMOIDS. Although it also kind of sounds like Altoids, which are like those mints that come in those tins. At least I think that's what they are. Anyways, all we have is an executable. And yep, that's about what I was expecting. Although it seems to be all black and white, running at a very bad frame rate. ATMOIDS, written by Andre Weber from West Germany. And apparently the guy is saying that he'll offer the source code for $10. I wonder if he actually means like 10, whatever currency they were using in Germany back then. I hope you have a 386er. I'm a little concerned as to the speed it's running. Does it maximize? It, does... Okay, that was weird. It's like the game stopped when I tried to maximize it, and then started working again. Oh. Anyways, cursor controls, up for speed and left-right to turn. How do I shoot? I'm gonna get spacebar. Click in window to start game. Okay. Oh, every time you click it actually starts a new game. Interesting. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the controls are, very unresponsive. Okay, so I died. So, get some acceleration going. I think it's, allowing for multiple things to be pressed at a time. It's kind of actually hard to tell, because this frame rate is very bad. Yeah, I'm gonna see if changing the cycles counts actually makes this more playable. No, lowering the cycles counts makes it worse. So, yeah, that's playing as good as it wants to play. I was trying to think if there's anything else I can do to make it better. It could be something to do with the fact that I've got it running in 256 colors here. It might be that it runs better in 16 colors, or perhaps monochrome, as the game is indeed monochrome. I'm not sure if I have an easy way to configure... Are you guys seeing this? All I did was bring up the program manager, and suddenly the frame rate's like a gajillion times better. Okay, so it seems to have something to do with repainting the window. Which, yeah, does kind of suggest that... Yeah, the less of the window it has to repaint, the faster it goes. So it does kind of suggest that if it was in a lower color depth, it would probably work better. But I'm not sure if there's an easy way to do that. Like, I mean, I could try bringing it down to 16 color mode here. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to do that, though. Let me see if I can figure out where this is. Okay, I've got it in 16 color mode now, I think. Yeah, 16 color mode. Okay, let's see if that game works a little better now. Actually, everything seems to be going faster. Whoa! Yes, I think the game is running better now. Okay, so that was kind of the trick to it, is it didn't like being in 256 colors. In fact, I actually have to turn the cycles down now, because that's too fast. Okay, this should work quite a bit better. Let's see. Whoa. Actually, it's still too fast. You know what? It's also a lot more responsive now, too. So it really was just the 256 colors that was just messing it up. Which doesn't surprise me. There's actually a lot of Windows games which don't really respond well when they're run in video modes that they weren't intended for. I'm not 100% certain why it ended up like that. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with differences in terms of bit depth versus just trying to convert for that. Well, that was weird. It was like there's like some inconsistent things happening with the frame rate. How it sometimes shoots forwards for some reason. And yeah, I've noticed in this particular Asteroids clone that if you die and you end up respawning, you can end up being respawned in places where it is virtually impossible to recover from. Because there's just stuff in your way, so you can't survive. Although it looks like I'm gonna actually clear a level worth. Unless I screw up big time. The thing is, it is getting faster the more... Yeah, I barely touched much on the controls there. So yeah, that was ATMOIDS, a very basic German-made Asteroids clone. Which, it works, but it definitely has some speed issues. Especially trying to run it in 256 colors, which probably just has to do with the way the game's been coded. In terms of just working in Windows in general. But for something that's free, and the guy's only charging $10 for the source code, like, I mean, typically when a developer charges for source code, they're charging a lot more because they kind of have faith in their product and expect the source code to be used to like drive more products. Well, in this case, it's a very simple program. It's only $10 for the source code. Like, if somebody wants to get into programming and they find this game and they're like, oh, this person actually made a game and has this source code available for only $10, I could look at that and maybe make a better game or learn how to make games from that. Like, that's actually a good deal. So even though the game itself is very basic and very difficult to control and has those frame rate issues, cheap source code for somebody who wants to learn more about game design, well, nothing wrong with that. And apparently it just resets if you clear all the rocks. Or ATMOIDS. Altoids? I don't know. Our next stake will be WINGAMES /action/TANKTK. So my guess for this one is that it's probably going to be like some kind of artillery-based game. You know, like Tank Wars or something. Scorched Earth. I got some wave files, so that means there's probably going to be some sound effects. Well, there's a tank.txt and tank.write. Let's use the write file. Tank Tracker, the Shareware version. Oh boy. Okay, so I think I know what this is going to be. And I think this is going to be very, what's the right word? Obnoxious. Anyways, remember to support the author efforts at... Oh wait, who was the author? Albert Ashton. I think we've seen that name before. Remember to support the author efforts if you like to own this game or decide to keep this game on your hard disk. The game is not free to keep without mailing in a registration form, and the author requests a shareware fee of only $5 plus 52 cents for shipping and handling. That's very specific. If you got your computer system with sound card hooked up to a Dolby Pro Logic surround sound system, well, you better turn it up and hear the expanded, real, actual tank wave sound effects. Oh, I'm gonna tell you right now, if this is what I think it is, the sound effects are not nearly as impressive as you would expect. Okay, prepare yourselves. Real tank sound effects. All I did was minimize the window and it's making more sound. Also, it's totally halted everything on the system until it's done playing. And there it goes again, because I minimized that thing. So yeah, the thing I was saying about obnoxious. The game literally blocks your ability to do anything until it finishes playing sound effects. And not just in the program, but in the entire computer. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. Anyways, what are our options here? Options not available in the Shareware copy. Oh well. Oh boy. I'm just trying to get back into the game at this point, and I can't do anything. Because the sound effect has to finish playing before anything will happen. Oh my jeez. I'm just gonna let this play out in real time now, just so you guys get an idea of how long I'm waiting every time I try to do anything. Okay. Hey, we can actually play it now. Yay, I actually hit one. Yeah, this is literally a game where all you do is shoot tanks that randomly appear. And there doesn't seem to be, like, there's a tank right there, but I can't shoot it for some reason. Like, what's up with that? And I can't shoot this one either. So there's, like, only specific tanks that you're allowed to shoot. Like, that one I clearly hit. Like, that one I clearly hit? Like, why is it that some of them I can hit and others I can't? I don't get it. Do I literally have to play this for another 137 seconds? Oh, and every time one... Oh, you can't be serious. Every time a tank appears and disappears, I lose 20 points. And the amount of points I get for shooting one is literally only 40. How are you expected to get a positive score? Like, maybe if the cycles were turned down, this would be a slower process, but... Wow. Still going. Still going. Shooting tanks. Getting negative score. Still going. Wait. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. Notice how I'm able to hit that tank even though my cursor's nowhere on it? Yet if my cursor is up here and I try to shoot that tank when it appears next, it doesn't hit it. I'm going to do a freeze frame on this so that you guys can see, but it appears what's happening is that the actual hitbox for the tank is starting from the center and then is continuing to the down and right from the center for the actual size of the tank. Who programmed this? How do you make a mistake that big and put it in a finished product? Wow. That's something I would have that's something anybody should have noticed the instant they tried to test their game. Okay, we're almost done. Almost done. Really? And my final score, despite 93 hits, was negative 7,040. Right. So, yeah, that was Tank Tracker. I don't think I really need to say anything more. What happened kind of speaks for itself. The game feels like it was completely untested, just slapped together as fast as possible with no attention to detail, and just released without even making sure that it actually, plays properly. The fact that the collision area for the mouse to detect where the mouse cursor is in relation to the tanks is offset by the center of the tanks is in and of itself just kind of proof of how quickly this must have been put together, because there is literally no way a bug like that should have ended up in a game like this, because that's the whole point of the game, is to put the mouse over the tank, click the button, and shoot the tank. The moment you try to do that and you see that it's not working, you're going to notice a problem like that and fix it. So yeah, even though the price point is only $5.52, this is not worth $5.52. Not in this condition. And our last dig for today is WINGAMES /adventure/PAL. Well, so far we've had one average game and one obnoxious game. Let's see if we can have a good one. I got a VBX file here for CC Mouse and VB Run 100. So this was written in Visual Basic 1. Well, you gotta read me here. The Palace of Deceit 2.1, the Dragon's Plight Gold Edition. By, whoa, hang on! Cliff Blasinski? That name's gonna be familiar to a lot of people, probably, because he actually went on to do some pretty fun things. So, we might be in luck here? Maybe? Let's find out. So, copyright 9192, Game Syndicate Productions. This game is shareware and may be distributed freely. It is in no way crippled. All the features of this game are in the registered version. Only more screens. Any modification of the game or its included files prohibited by law. And apparently the special files it's using for gameplay are copyright by Deceit. Ooh, we got a story. Years ago, an ordinary teenager was teenager? Did I just say teenager? Oh, I'm gonna leave that in, but that's bad. Years ago, an ordinary teenager was transported through a strange portal into the land of Salak. Oh, actually, it's pronounced Salak. Okay. Where a young yet very powerful wizard named Garth... Oh, great. We've already had one wizard named Garth back in Dark Ages, we don't need another, was ruling the land with an iron fist. Anyone who talked of rebellion was immediately killed or tortured into submission. An old mage, dabbling in trans-dimensional travel, brought a young champion into their world to help them. This young man, hereinafter known as the Great One, solved Garth's puzzles, destroyed his minions, and saved the day. And apparently we're playing as someone named Nightshade. You must escape Garth's castle and somehow destroy him in the process, or your entire species will die. Oh, gotta hate when that happens. Nightshade must use all his strength, will, and cunning to live past all the traps that lurk in the bowels of the castle. And what I'm getting from these instructions here is that it seems like it might be like point and click adventure style interface. So that might be interesting. And apparently the registration fee was $20. So if the game is decent, then that's a fair price. So let's see just how well this turned out. That's kind of annoying. The game only runs in 640 by 480 resolution. I really have to go change more resolution settings. Really? Okay, let's see if I can make this work again. Okay, I've got it in 640 by 480 now. That's enough with these games wanting very specific resolutions or color depths or whatever. I'll just play this thing. Okay. Game Syndicate Productions. Quick present. Palace of Deceit 2.1, Dragon's Plight. Game Syndicate Productions, Cliff Blasinski. I don't know why, but I'm getting this funny feeling that I might have played this before. Let's see what we got here. So it started a new game. And now this is looking less familiar to me. So maybe I haven't played this before. I'm got a status box at the bottom here, which also has changed speed settings. I'm on a 486, so I better set that. Well, I'm at 486 speed as far as the emulation is concerned. Okay. So we got like a little remote thing here. You know, I'm kind of getting Dare to Dream vibes from this, which I think Dare to Dream was like another thing you might have worked on, or it might have been someone else. But So you're in your cell deep within the castle. A faint sound of water dripping comes from above. You've been here for several days now, eating rats and mice. Well, geez, that's not great. Can I right-click things? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, hang on. This little area here is showing an exit arrow, so I'm guessing I can go that way. To the east corner of the cell. And I double-click. In the east corner of the cell, where your bed, quote-unquote, is, along with some food, quote-unquote. You have to get out of here. No kidding. Something going on there. You touch the stone and it opens a door in the north wall. Well, how the heck did I not see that earlier in my captivity, if I've been here for who knows how long? Okay, so we're in a hallway now. In the hall outside of your cell, evidently Garth only has one cell, used for special prisoners. The hall continues north, your cell's to the west, and a room to the east. Oh, well, this looks menacing. This is the east corner of the hall. Before you stands a small portcullis. I'm actually not entirely certain how to pronounce this word because I've never had to say it before. Is it portcullis? I don't know. Barring any further travel north. Above it, on either sides of the walls, are two vents, probably for air. 4 buttons are on each side of the gate. I'm guessing I probably don't want to push any of those buttons until I'm ready for it. Oh. At the end of the hall, strange writing is chiseled in the wall before you, and a dead chiseler lays on the floor. Hall is to the south. The ancient script is hard to decipher. It says something like, to the next unfortunate one, red means death, green does too, yellow drains life, but leave one the blue. Well, let's try saving our game. Game is saved. Oh, we only get 1 save slot. That's good to know. So I guess hit yellow? And we're dead. Press the button and the particles raises, revealing a stairway. However, lethal gas sprays in from both vents, choking you to death. Okay then. Restore game. So pushing the yellow button wasn't the answer. Press the blue button and the gate raises silently, revealing a stairway above. Well, I guess the blue one was the answer. Now we got some crystals. You're in the mines below the castle. Shimmering crystals are everywhere, creating a gorgeous scene. 3 exits are to the north. Well, that doesn't bode well. One of them's probably going to be death. Well, they always say good adventures go left, but I don't know. Ooh, that doesn't look good. The sprawling void before you seems to go on forever. A rickety bridge spans most of it to the north. But we can't just jump over it. So yeah, left seemed to be a bust. Let's go center. Oh goody, more colors. And a force field. Why is there a force field in this castle? Other than the sparkling diamonds here, the cavern is covered with soot and powder. Strange breeze comes from the east as well as the north. Passage goes south. Can we actually pick up the diamonds at all? Like, I'm kind of surprised that we haven't had, like, any items to pick up yet. I'm also kind of not liking the fact that this little book is basically representing everything you see and that you've got all this space around the edge that just seems to be worthless. Unless that's where your items are stored, but I haven't found any items yet. Wait a minute. There we go. Found a button that actually did something. The hidden mine holds more coal. In the center of the room sits a sparkling clean white rat who shovels away. He notices you and smiles. The diamond mine is to the west. Hello, Mr. Rat. Rat looks friendly. Okay. Oh wow, that's very flickery. So I guess we get to talk to him now. Hi, I'm Nightshade of the Land Dragons. Who are you? Name's Darm, of the White Rodents. I'm a slave like my brother Mard, who mines the other half of the area. Okay, how do I get out of here? Well, strange blue dragon, you need to pull the... Wait, I'm a strange blue dragon? I did not realize that. You need to pull the right lever in the control room. I won't tell you what color, but my brother might. I don't want Garth to think I'm helping you. He's one evil entity. He wants to kill all dragons because they're good now. That doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me either. Yes, he's just evil. Good luck trying to find and kill him. Wait. Let's see that. There's the other rodent. Oh, he looks a lot happier than his brother. Why, you're in the crystal mines, of course. My name's Mard, of the Brown Rodents. I'm one of Garth's slaves. What does Garth do with the crystals? He heats... Wait, he heats the castle with them? How do you heat a castle with crystals? Okay, so in terms of getting out of here alive, he says, let me see, I think you need to pull one of the green lever or buttons. Can't seem to recall. But he's also saying his brother will know. But wait, his other brother told me to talk to him. So he's saying you need to pull one of the green lever or buttons. Now, you can't really pull a button, so I'm going to guess he probably means like pull the green lever. But let's just quickly go back to this one. It actually has different dialogue this time. Although nothing useful. Okay, so... Well, it's not like we can't save our game or anything. And it seems like it's probably just going to be like one thing to do, so... Save game, green lever. And that opened the door. Excellent. So yeah, this basically seems to be just a very, basic game from the looks of it. Although despite being basic, it's got some interesting graphics. It feels like it's using like the same kind of system that Dare to Dream does, but a lot less refined in a sense. Definitely feels like it came from earlier, but yeah, it seems like there's a bit of gameplay here. I don't know how long this game is, but I can't imagine we've made it that far, given the fact we haven't found any inventory items, and just a couple simple color puzzles when it comes down to it. So I imagine there's probably a lot more to this. So if there is, then yeah, $20 would have been a perfectly acceptable price for this.